we bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Z Herbacho. In tonight's Game Plan, we'll chat with San Miguel guard Simon Enciso to talk about the Beermen's Game 7 victory over Meralco to advance to the PBA Philippine Cup Finals.
We'll also have a special edition of the Game Awards for the 2022 PBL Invitational Conference. And we'll sit down with a decorated Gilas veteran to hear his thoughts on the preparations for the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. The San Miguel Beermen are officially back in the PBA Finals for the first time since 2019 after topping the Meralco Bolts in Game 7. 100-89 was the final score in a matchup that wasn't necessarily as close as scoreline suggests. The first quarter bomb from the San Miguel Beermen really saw them move on forward. Junmar Fajardo finishes with 29 and 14, and CJ Perez chipped in with 18, 9 and 4. Joining us tonight to talk about his team's return to the finals is San Miguel guard Simon Enciso. Simon, welcome to the game.
Hey, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, first of all, congratulations again going back to the finals. It feels right seeing the San Miguel Beermen in the Philippine Cup final, considering how they were a fixture there for a very, very long time. How does it feel to see your team back where I'm sure they feel that they belong in a Philippine Cup final?
I mean, it's always good to have an opportunity to, compete and play in the finals and have a chance to win it. So I'm just lucky that San Miguel gave me an opportunity, and I'm super proud of our coaching staff and the players for how we performed last night, and hoping we can take that confidence and bring it into this final series.
All right, Simon, let's go back to yesterday's match, Game 7. Could you tell us about how the team felt coming into Game 7 after suffering the Game 6 loss against Meralco?
Yeah, Game 6 was super tough on us, but, we all rallied together as brothers and as a family and came in the next day and broke down what our mistakes were, and we accepted it. And we all knew how crucial this game was and how much we had to come out, because Meralco is a great team. They're very well coached. So we just told each other that we have each other's back, and we're going to come out and play to our best abilities. And, luckily God handed us the victory.
That Game 6 loss in particular was really painful, and a lot of people are wondering, how this team would bounce back mentally. How does this Game 7 win? How does it really show what stuff San Miguel is made of?
I mean, we have really good players, and we have a good coaching staff that puts us in a position to be successful. So when we get put up in adversity, I think we have a lot of great veterans that are good leaders and kind of steer us in the right direction at times of need. And I feel like that's really what the San Miguel team is made of right there. It's just our veterans that have been there before, giving us younger players or new guys that are coming into the team that advice that that we need to become successful.
All right, you mentioned having veteran teammates, and speaking of, let's talk about your 1-2 punch, Junmar Fajardo and CJ Perez. I know you have this front row seat to see how they work all throughout the season, all throughout the year. How does it feel like being teammates with the Kraken first?
It's been amazing. I'm usually on the other side of things, and to finally be on the same team and being able to see how he works at practice, and especially CJ as well, how he works at practice is been an honor. Like I said, it just feels really good to be on this side now and not playing against them or trying to figure out a way to stop them. So it just feels really good to be on the same side.
You know, another guy, you mentioned CJ, it feels like he's maturing in his role, not just as a scorer, but he has a bigger presence right now, it feels like, at least on the team when he's running the point, especially. Can you tell us a bit about how he's developed in front of your eyes?
Yeah, I think he's just developed overall. I mean, it shows in the stats that he's putting up. He grabs rebounds. He gets steals. He has a lot of assists as well as the points. So overall, his game has just been, evolving. And I wish nothing but the best for my brother. And hopefully we could, keep it going and finally win a championship.
All right, so let's move on to your next match. You're facing TNT, and in your previous matchup, you won, but this time it's going to be the final series. So how do you think this will turn out soon? And maybe it's going to be a factor whether or not Coach Chot will be present in all of the games?
Right. TNT is another tough team, so we all got to come in to practice and be focused and just be ready for what they're going to throw at us. I know they're going to come out with their best punch, and we just got to ready to take it on the chin and kind of go into the game and stick to what we know. It's been working for us throughout the whole conference, so I feel like if we stick to what we know and stick to what we're good at, our strengths, I feel like we can come out on top.
Simon, I honestly want to ask you about specifics, like how do you plan to stay in front of a guy like Mikey Williams or stop a guy like Arpogoy when he gets hot? But we don't have enough time, and I don't want to put you on the spot. But good luck in the next series. I'm not sure if we can talk to you when the series is ongoing, but still, best of luck, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Simon. And after the break, we'll be shifting to the Tire Flex for a quick shout out to some stars in the heart of volleyball in our special edition of the Game Awards. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. welcome back to the game. So tonight we'll be having a special awarding ceremony for the athletes who stood out in the 2022 PVL Invitational Conference. Tonight we invited PVL analyst Neil Flores to put together his list of stars in this segment called The Game Awards.
So we just want to emphasize here,
Wow.
Ziha, na yung mga awards na to, it's our own awards.
Yes.
The winners were picked by Neil Flores, and this is no way an official award from the PVL, but still very important. And
Very
ito,
important.
Neil, thank you very much for joining us, and of course, I can't wait to see the reactions online to this. To all the winners, kindly get your complimentary flowers from Neil Flores, #NeilFlorist. Okay, Neil, let's start off first with your very first pick. Ito, you call this one the biggest glow up award.
Wow.
And Z, the winner is...
Mika Reyes. Nandito lang siya kagabi
Oh nga eh. All right, Neil, please explain.
Yeah, so I chose Mika Reyes for the biggest glow up award because first of all, she's been in the volleyball scene for quite some time already, and I would say that the Invitational Conference might have been her best conference to date. Ito naman si Mika Reyes, we always know that blocking has been her go-to skill set. So hindi na tayo magugulat that she can defend well. But the biggest improvement na nakita ko talaga during the Invitational Conference was the speed and power in her attacking. Kasi dati, she's used to going to power tips, but with her connection ngayon kay Rhea Di Maculangan, parang kuwang-kuwa niya na yung timing dun sa zero tempo quick attacks. And how many times did we see her score 15 points and above? I'm sure G covered some of her games, so she would know.
Totoo. And I was telling her yesterday nga, alam mo, it's so interesting to see how your middle blockers are actually on the top scorer list. And Mika has been consistent since the elimination round all throughout the semis and the battle for third. So, I agree, Neil.
Okay, actually, I was gonna ask Z for the analysis of that. Pero, tama, no, don't say sorry. But moving on here, now from the biggest glow-up award, we now move on to the I Got You award. Grabe. I can't wait to hear the description of this. Pero the I Got You award goes to...
None other than Denise Lazaro Revilla.
Okay. Pa-explain naman, Neil.
Definitely, itong si Denden Lazaro really has your back every time you're on the court as a teammate. Now, Choco Mucho failed to enter the semis this Invitational Conference due to unforeseen circumstances. But there's one player that kept them together, and I would say that it was Denden Lazaro. If the libero of Taipei didn't get that Best Libero award, I am sure kay Denden talaga siya mapupunta. She was the #1 digger and receiver in terms of statistics in the preliminaries, and naging teammate rin yan ni D. So she has that sense of security ba? Pag teammate mo siya, na kampante ka, na hindi mo na aalalahanin si Denden on the court. You just need to do your job, focus on attacking. She would receive, she would cover, she would dig, and she's not called the Iron Eagle for nothing. So she really deserves this unofficial award.
Z, do you feel that security?
Yes, definitely. And I remember this short kwento nga. I remember Ella De Jesus was saying when we graduated already, so it was season 76, she was saying na, alam mo, kami lang ni Den yung dalawang nasa likod. Kami yung fortress ng floor defense and reception. Kaya, alam mo, pag nagtingi na kami, alam na namin na she got our back.
Grabe. Oo, and again, congratulations to Denden Lazaro Revilla for this unofficial award. And again, flowers courtesy of Neil very, very soon. Ang susunod, the Still Got It award. I actually feel that there are some people who would have, there are a few nominees here, but we're only going to focus on the winner here. And according to Neil, Z, the winner is?
None other than Alyssa Valdez.
All right, Neil, take it away.
Now, Alyssa Valdez really still has that magic every time she plays volleyball. And yes, she took a back seat in terms of scoring, but as a player, I know that volleyball goes beyond the scoring. Ang daming contributions ni Eliza na maybe hindi napapansin ng mga fans. So there are, alam mo yun, sometimes there would be doubters that would say na nagbago na yung laro ni Eliza, but I would say nandun pa din yun. It's just that there is so much talent in the pool of the Creamline Pool Smashers.
Correct.
So she just took on a different role. And kung hindi napapansin ng mga fans, sobrang laki ng improvement ni Eliza when it comes to reception and digging. During her UA80 days, I still remember this. Siya talaga yung ita-target na mga kalaban nila. Ang daming aces na masascore, but look at her now, she's playing like a libero. So she might not be the top scorer, but when you need her the most, makakapuntos pa rin naman talaga siya. And it showed also in the final.
Z, do you remember those days when Eliza was the target?
Ayun nga, yung kwento ko nga kay Den tsaka Ella. Si Den and Ella lang talaga yung nagre-receive down noon. But you're right, Neil. Kasi, I mean, look at Creamline's lineup. They now have 5 MVPs in their team. You got Tots, you got Gemma, you got Gia, you got Eliza, and now you got Sed. So, malamang the points will be really distributed among them. So, yun nga, nabanggit mo rin in the elimination round, Eliza wasn't making that much points as she used to, but when it mattered the most, the semis onwards, she definitely delivered.
This last award is called the Bringing the Heat Award. I don't know what the rubrics is for this particular award, but Z, the winner is?
The winner is Tots Carlos.
All right, Neil, take it away.
I mean, it's self-explanatory siguro yung award na to. Tots Carlos always bringing the firepower dito sa kupunan ng Creamline Pool Smashers. I wasn't surprised that she bagged that MVP award. She is number 1 in the attacking category. Ang layo nung efficiency rate niya compared to the other attackers dito sa Invitational Conference. And she was against a Brazilian import dun sa Kinwheel Taipei. So that says a lot about her improvement also. And we always knew that she had that power when she was playing in UP, when she was playing in her old club team. But when she was partnered with Gia Morado de Guzman, I mean, she was just unstoppable. I feel like it really fits the glove na napunta si Tots Carlos sa Creamline. Ito yung team na nagko-complement dun sa skills niya. And I won't be surprised if she will still be the top scorer in the next coming leagues and in this coming AVC for Team Philippines.
You know what? I'm eager to see if that's going to be the case. Neil, maraming salamat. Thank you very much for picking out our winners for this edition of the Game Awards. And sana you can do the awarding here in studio next time, and
Yes,
you can
with
give them their
trophies
flowers and trophies in person. Maraming salamat, Neil.
Thank you.
After the break, we'll talk about Gilas Pilipinas' preparation and the preliminary pool for the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. welcome back. You're still watching the game. The game correspondent Carlo Pamintuan talks to Coach Nenad Vucinic about his experience as part of the Gilas men's coaching staff.
We heard that you will be parting ways with the Gilas Pilipinas program and the Samahang Basketball Pilipinas. Can you just share with us the reasons behind this departure?
Initially, when I came to work with Gilas, I was invited by my good friend and mentor Ted Baldwin. Since he is not part of the program anymore, I really wanted to leave at that time, but I was convinced by him and also by incoming director Fajardo-Perez and all the other people in the organization to stay, and I didn't regret staying. It was a great experience. We worked well together, but now with the new season sort of coming up, I reconsidered and thought. I may look for some other opportunities, but I've got nothing but really great things to say about the people in Graham, and I'm happy that I came and met all the people, and I tried to help as much as I could. But for me, probably have to take a different path now.
That was Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Nenad Vucinic. Now we are just days away until the next window of the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Here with us to talk about this is one of Gilas' finest, the ageless, four-time PBA Finals MVP and former national team member, L.A. Tenorio. L.A., kamusta ka naman?
Hi, good evening everyone. Good evening to all the viewers and listeners.
All right.
Okay naman.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear.
Boy pa.
Yes. All right, LA, a lot of people have been saying itong lineup na meron tayo ngayon para sa Gilas. Parang we have since yet to see PBA players in this pool. Gaano ka ka-excited? Especially, you have teammates in this pool joining the Gilas team.
As a basketball fan, I'm really excited to see. Kasi I don't know if this is the first time na magkaroon tayo ng more than PBA players in the pool itong darating na window, no? So I'm really excited to see, especially my teammates, mga younger teammates ko na nandyan. I think tinitingnan ko nga yung lineup. I think si Japet na yung pinakamatanda dito sa pool na to, but I'm very excited for most especially for Scotty and Arvin. Napakalaking bagay to really represent the country, and of course to boost their confidence also.
LA, syempre, we saw the lineup there at grabe. On paper, this is a very, very strong lineup. Sa palagay mo ba, this is the strongest lineup we've seen in years? Kasi even back when Jordan Clarkson was with Gilas in 2018, it wasn't necessarily from all the teams of the PBA. Nalala ko nga, we used to call that Gilas team the Gilasto Painters. Pero sa palagay mo ba, this particular pool is probably on paper one of the strongest teams that we could come up with?
Well, yes, siguro this is the most strongest team, compare sa mga previous window natin, But again, when you're playing in the international competition, it's not necessarily build the strongest team. It's really how they have the chemistry right away to play together, especially with the composition of the young players and veteran or PBA players. Probably the other country also, hindi naman yun yung best lineup nila or best pool nila. Diba? But the thing is that the chemistry that they have already for the past how many years, I think yung nagiging advantage nila. So, siguro, hopefully, from this window, we build from here. And then, pagdating ng 2023, maging okay na talaga yung team natin for the national team.
That's right. And you mentioned, LA, you're very excited to see some young stars here in the Gilas pool. Can you tell us, sino tong mga athletes na you're excited to watch?
Mga favorite picks mo?
Yes.
Favorite picks ko? Well, aside from, I'll be biased, siyempre. Diba? I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see my teammates and of course the addition of Coach Tim and the coaching staff, di ba? I think itong pool na to, ito na talaga yung pinaghahandaan na talaga for the 2023, and I'm happy to see especially kay Arvin Tolentino na to top also and be part of the pool. Napakalaking bagay para sa kanya kasi si Scotty naman was a member na before of the national team, and of course Japet, di ba? Alam naman natin na si Japet always present yan for the national team. I'm just hoping na sana maging healthy lahat, not only my teammates there but everyone healthy, no?
LA, when younger players come up to you and ask you for any piece of advice about playing for Gilas Pilipinas, anong sinasabi mo?
I always tell them just cherish the moment and enjoy the moment. You know, you were chosen probably sa mga 1 million or 2 million basketball players all over the Philippines. Naging part ka ng pool, probably ng 24-man lineup. That means you're part of the 24 best players in the in the Philippines. So just cherish the moment, enjoy the moment, and make the most out of it. Yun lang ang lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila. Don't think of you have to do well, you have to do this, you have to it will come. It will come. Just play your game, play your role kung anong dapat mong gawin for the team. Kasi pagdating sa national team, iba't ibang role na meron tayo. You're probably the best player in your mother team or in your club team or in your university, but pagdating sa national team, it's a different story, it's a different ball game. You have to accept your role.
LA, maraming salamat. And can I just say, I have to compliment the fact that every time you guest on the show, mas nagiging professional yung setup mo. Grabe yung framing mo ngayon, yung lighting mo, yung audio quality mo on point. Maraming salamat, LA. Really appreciate you coming over.
Napansin mo pa yun,
Oo, syempre ako pa.
Thank you for having me again. Thank you.
Thank you, LA. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Zihir Basho.
Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Paulo Del Rosario, and this has been The Game.